about 800 per day. Arizona Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, member of the House Border Security Caucus, joins us now. Congresswoman, first, if I could get your reaction to Chief Clem's comments.
Well, it's very disturbing. It's a dangerous situation, and it's preventable. President Biden has caused this crisis, and it's absolutely alarming. And I think it's just a matter of time before we have a terrorist attack inside of our nation because of these illegal immigrants. We don't even know who are in here.
So if I ask you who's coming in, can you tell us anything about the demo and the profile of these people?
I went down to the border about 3 weeks ago, down to Nogales, Arizona, and so many of the Border Patrol officers have to process all of the illegal immigrants that are coming that there are very few that are actually guarding the border. So I bet that 175,000 gotaways is really a low number. I bet it's 2 to 3 times more than that because they don't know who's all getting away. And then you combine that with the 25,000 Chinese nationals, 85% of which are military age. This is a really dangerous situation. The Border Patrol also told me that there's people crossing that don't have documents with them. And so they just give them a name. I mean, these people could be anyone. And as we've seen, a number of these people are being arrested for rape, child abuse, and other crimes in our country that have been released into our country. It's very dangerous, preventable, and elections have consequences.
And as a member of the Board Security Caucus yourself, can you tell us what your caucus is currently working on?
Well, we're currently continuing to work on legislation at the congressional level. Unfortunately, the Senate has not taken up the House's H.R. 2, which is a great border security bill that, if enacted, would actually decrease the number of people crossing the border. It would reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, so all those people waiting for asylum could do so in a safe country without being let into the United States. It would finish construction of the border wall. It would do other things like increase the claim for asylum, the standards for claims for asylums. All of these things President Biden could do right now, but he refuses to do so. And this is causing a hugely dangerous situation.
Dangerous indeed, but it seems like, it's either my specific line items or nothing at all. So what's it going to take to get consequential border security laws and lasting immigration reform? And what do you say to the American people who see a pile of politics just getting in the way of any action?
I say that elections have consequences. On day one, when President Biden got in office, he stopped construction of the border wall. Then he got rid of Remain in Mexico and all of the other policies that were working under President Trump. He could do all of this right now without any legislation. He could do a number of things and undo his executive orders, and we would have a more secure border. But he's not. In fact, he's giving more incentives to illegal immigrants, like Obamacare to people that are here illegally, and other incentives that he's giving to them. I mean, this is just an incentive for more and more illegals to come over. This is something he can undo, and he should do it.
Now, Republican Congressman Keith Self of Texas recently told Fox News, quote, "The problem is the Republicans, not the Democrats. We know how the Democrats are going to vote. It's too many of my Republican colleagues who are unwilling to vote to secure the border." What do you say to that?
I totally disagree with them. We passed all of the Republicans last year, H.R. 2. It was a very successful border security legislation, and every single Republican that I remember voted for it. It passed out of the House of Representatives. It is sitting in the Senate. Chuck Schumer won't hear it. It would solve the border crisis problem, and things would be better. We wouldn't have this dangerous situation if they would pass that bill, and I encourage the Senate to do so, or President Biden to undo his reckless executive orders that have opened up the border, and the open border policy is causing these problems right now.
And of course, as you know, if we had the Democratic politician here, they would disagree with you, but it's a dangerous situation, Congresswoman. So we do hope that as a whole, Congress can get it solved, the problem solved, and get us to safety again. I really appreciate your time, and good to see you again, Congresswoman Debbie Lesko. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Eric?
Well, the U.S. is trying to prevent a major Israeli